can't get out of my driveway, so I'm home today. But that's okay because I'm going to use the opportunity to rest, and I guess I'm going to answer the questions that I never got to the other night, and I keep meaning to make another video, and I just have not had it in me. One question I had was, are you worried that the symptoms are permanent? Of course, that's crossed my mind. Of course, I've thought about that. I'm part of 3 different groups now on Facebook, breast implant illness groups. There are thousands of women that are posting literally like one post at least every 5 minutes. Guys, I've just been like, I'm eating, sleeping, and breathing this shit right now. Like, it's all I can do is just research what's going on with me. There are women that don't have symptoms as bad as I do. There are women that have symptoms that are way worse than mine. There's all different levels. Like I said, mine has been way worse. Tomorrow I could be back in a wheelchair. I don't know. So that's why I feel like a ticking time bomb. Like, I need this surgery. I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm functioning right now, but tomorrow is not promised. So as far as the symptoms being permanent, I can already vouch for the fact that through an extremely clean diet and ridiculous amount of supplements, that I can give my body the upper hand in fighting the symptoms. Not 100%. Like, the joint pain, headaches are I can't touch that. Like, I'm not able. But as far as like the numbness in my hands, the blurred vision, some of that stuff, like, the better I eat and the more supplements I take, and what I'm trying to say is that yes and no. I am worried about some of these things being permanent, but at the same time I'm also not, because I know that once they're out and everything is gone, the capsule's gone, all the scar tissue is gone, like, I know how to heal my body if I can just get the cause out. And again, I've been watching videos and reading stories. From what I can tell, so I've had these implants in for 4.5 years. They are, compared to other women with the same symptoms as mine and the same length of time that they've had their implants, I stand a very good chance at being, like, literally back to my old self very soon after surgery. I have high hopes. Am I going to be devastated if it takes a little bit longer? No. Like, as long as they're gone and I'm making progress and I'm not, like, debilitated after work, no, like, I'm not going to be ungrateful. I'm going to be, that would be a dream come true. So, am I worried that the symptoms are permanent? Yes, no. I hope that helps. And then just a comment that I had gotten that I thought was really nice. Somebody said, "Thank you for being brave enough to share your story. I hope this is over soon." Is that I don't feel brave. I feel stupid. Like, I'm grappling with emotions that are very embarrassing. Like, I feel so stupid for doing this in the first place. I'm embarrassed. I don't feel brave, but thank you. And I don't know. So the next question is really good. And this person asks, are these issues from leaks or from perfectly fine implants? So if you read my story on GoFundMe, like I explained, I sprung a leak in my left implant like almost 4 weeks ago now. I've been having symptoms of silicone poisoning, breast implant illness for over 3 years. The leak happened, so a couple days before I noticed, I had a huge flare-up of like swollen lymph nodes in like the left side of my neck. My jaw, the back of my neck, like, was complete, like, you could see and feel them. I felt fluey. I had fever, chills under my armpit on this side. This whole side was just like fucked. Like, I didn't know what I did wrong. I thought that I ate something so I just took ibuprofen and sucked it up and didn't tell anybody and just dealt with it like I deal with everything else, because nobody's gonna believe me and they're just gonna think I'm fucking weird. Okay, so that happened, and then I was tanning, and I noticed, I don't know, do you guys touch your boobs when you tan? Because I do. I felt the left side and I was like, holy shit, like it's half gone. Like I can push through and feel my ribs. Like that's, I can't do that on the right side. Like this ain't, no, I didn't mean to just do that on camera, I apologize. So I did what any normal person would do. I panicked and I screamed and called a girlfriend of mine and went over to her house and lifted my shirt and said, look at my tits, what is going on? And she was like, oh my God, you're right. You're right. It's not extremely noticeable. And mind you, that's the first time anybody's seen my boobs in the light because I am insecure, and no, they didn't help at all. So 4.5 years. And Christy, I hope you enjoyed that. I feel so much closer to you now. Next time I see you, I want to see your titties. So I'm really just trying to laugh so I don't cry, you guys. Like, this isn't funny. That's not funny at all. It's just not. So knowing what had happened to the left side, my lymph nodes, and the pain and the swelling that I was having, wondering, should I go on my 6th taper of prednisone, or should I, I call them the 10-pound tapers. Like, I've gone on prednisone steroids so many times because of so much random inflammation in my body. So that, to me, like, that was when it all clicked. That was when it all clicked. Your implants do not have to rupture or leak at all for your symptoms to start. So we're told to not drink water out of a water bottle that we've left in our car overnight, or in our car during the day, during a hot day. We're told not to drink that because of the chemicals. Oh, but if you want to take that bottle of water essentially and just implant it into your body, that's totally fine. You should be all right. So for me, it wasn't a leak or a rupture that caused my symptoms. The leak that I had or whatever is what opened my eyes, because I had had symptoms days before that, before I noticed that the implant had even changed. That is what opened my eyes. I had read briefly about breast implant illness upon one of my many Google searches to figure out what the fuck was wrong with me. But I was like, no, that's stupid. I don't believe that. There's no way. There's something else wrong with me. I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have Crohn's. I have, there's so many different things that I thought was going on. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to give them up, you guys. Like, they're beautiful. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, inappropriate, but, like, why would I want to give these up? Why? There's nothing that would make me give them up besides the way that I feel. Like, I wouldn't just give these up for fun. So another person asked, what exactly is making me sick? Is it my body rejecting the material or the material itself? Rejecting the implant or the implant itself? And I mean, from everything I've watched and read, I believe that it's both. I think that these are ticking time bombs, and the material that they are made out of, and the fact that it's a foreign object inside your body, that's why all of our symptoms are autoimmune. And nothing is showing up on any of these tests that we're having. Some of us are having some positive, like some results, but it's not explaining what is going on. The stuff does not make sense. None of it makes sense. So I believe that it's twofold. I believe that it is both the material and also our body's trying to get rid of it. There's nowhere for it to go. It can't go anywhere besides leaking out into our body, just degrading over time. Your implants are permeable. Pretty much. I mean, I can't think of anything that's not permeable. And you're putting it in your body. Like, the second they're in your body, they are beginning to ever so slowly leach out into your, like, chemicals are trying to leach out into your system. One of the things that's so dangerous about springing a leak is that all of a sudden the saline that's inside of your body can exchange with the fluid that's outside of your body, and you can grow mold, fungus, and bacteria inside your implant just to top it all off, just in case you aren't going through enough already. I believe that that's why I sprung a leak on the left side, because I don't do anything with them. I'm not rough with them. I'm not like, I haven't fallen. I haven't hit them, bumped them, nothing. I think that it is a slow deterioration of the material that is taking place over time. It took 4.5 years for this one to spring a leak. The implant is still half there, but in looking at me, if you're not actually looking, like, you can't like really tell, but without clothes on, you can absolutely tell. I just think it was a slow deterioration over time. These things are they're not safe. I get angry when I think about the fact that this has happened to me, and I have to those emotions aside and just focus on getting surgery and getting better, because my anger is not going to serve me well. I've also been dealing with really, really high highs and really low lows, where I get so excited and so hopeful, and every time I get a donation, I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna happen. And then, you know, and I just, all I can think about is what I'm gonna be able to eat, what I'm gonna be able to do, I'm gonna be able to stay up later, I'm gonna do so many things with my kids and my friends, and I'm so excited and so happy and so hopeful. And then every now and then I get hit with just the lowest low, and I cry because I don't want them gone, and I'm terrified of surgery. Right, why did I get it done in the first place? I was terrified then too. I'm terrified again, you know. And it's just been a total roller coaster. Another thing that I've noticed is that now that I have a reason for feeling the way that I do, because now I know what's going on, I have been, instead of pushing through and say on a Saturday, if I have a day off, like taking my kids somewhere, going and pushing all day long and trying to be like, no, I'm fine, like nothing's wrong with me, I'm just stupid, I'm just a sissy. Instead of doing that, now that I know what's going on, I have been allowing myself the freedom to not do a fucking thing, and to just rest and let my body just do the best it can right now and get through. I didn't have a choice to sleep and come home from work and go to bed, like that just happened. But on the weekends, this last weekend, guys, I did nothing. Like, I just let my body chill and didn't beat myself up for the way that I felt, and that's been so good for me. Like, I can't even explain the mental shift that has happened since realizing what's going on. It's been so nice to not force myself to try to look and be and feel normal when I'm not. And I haven't had to put on this facade of health and feeling all right. You know, I'm not complaining and whining, but I'm just, like I said, giving my body the rest that it's needed all along until I'm able to get this surgery. And another consolation, and probably the biggest one yet, is that my daughters, after seeing what I've gone through, will never go through this. And they probably wouldn't have anyway, because they're beautiful people and they haven't been raised in the same atmosphere that I was raised in. And they're not insecure like I am, which I am so thankful for. But regardless, even secure women get implants, and I'm guaranteed that they won't. I really just, when I think of it that way, I am grateful for what I've gone through. There has to be a silver lining. There has to be a reason. I can't just be this stupid person that self-inflicts pain for no reason. I have to think of it on a bigger scale. I have to find a silver lining. I have to find a reason, and that could be it. Or the other women that I've talked to, and maybe there'll be women that will continue to decide not to get this surgery because of what I've gone through. So I don't know, you guys, like, I have to think like that or I'll drive myself crazy. So I guess that's all for now. Thank you again, thank you to everybody who has donated. Every time I get a donation, I'm just like shocked and confused and grateful, and I'm just the fact that I am raising awareness as well means everything. You guys have no idea. Even a $5 donation, you have no idea how much you're helping me and helping my children, and like I just can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue to answer questions and film. I plan on filming everything, like everything. You're gonna see me go through and share, just like these other women have shared. I just apologize. The video quality is not as good as theirs, but working with what I'm working with.